name's Reese Dennis, and I'm 19 years old. I go to Woodstock High School, and I played softball for 15 years. I did my senior project on coaching, and now I'm going to show you my student showcase just to give you more background on my future. Hey guys, my name's Reese Dennis, and I played softball for 15 years. I've always wanted to know what it's like to be a coach instead of Now I'm going to show some of my word blog to show the steps on how I learned to be a coach, and one of the first steps was meeting my project facilitator. His name is Malcolm May, and he was my travel coach for a while. He definitely taught me a lot. This is the shirt I got for when I became a coach. I wore it to the first game. I got to pitch the ball for the first game. This is a picture of me pitching the ball to them while they warm up. This is me at a practice. I was on the first base side helping them know where to stand, how to stand, and what to do when the ball's hit. This is just them standing on the side. We were doing a running drill, so they had to stand in line and wait their turn. This is a picture of when I met with my project facilitator and he signed my paperwork for the, project verification to make sure that I definitely did my product the way I did it and how he taught me, and that I did it myself though. This is a picture of me and Malcolm and a picture of me with one of the girls on the team. I got the game ball. It was Halloween. It was the last game. They gave it to me for coach of the season, and the girls really loved me. They wanted me to come back and coach in the spring, but due to school and my job and stuff, I couldn't. This is just when she finally learned how to tag the girl out. This is during one of their games. At the beginning of the season, they didn't really know how to do that at all because they're 6 and under, and it's really awesome that she knew how to do that then. And then this is just Malcolm pitching and me behind the plate catching. I took a couple pictures just to see. This is the girls doing their stretching and making sure that they warmed up properly during the game. You have to incorporate a warm up and incorporate everything that they need to do before a game just so they're safe playing the game. This is me meeting with Coach Malcolm again. He gave me my coach's award. It was during actually one of our practices because I play for him as well. And this is me actually pitching the ball. It was really bad. That was one of the problems I overcame, was pitching. I was not as good as I am now. It was just really hard to do it perfectly where the girls could hit it, and then every time I pitched, they always had to hit off a tee because you get 4 pitches as the coach, and then if you're really bad, then they give the girls a tee so they can hit off that. But by the end of the season, I made it. And here's a team picture of just me and the girls after practice, and they all were great people. Their parents were great. They all did amazing. Now for my product. My product was to do a practice plan of each practice and what and break down what everything that they did. So the team was called the Milford Stars. Here's their lineup. There's 12 girls. Here's a team picture of us at the end of the season. Here's the schedule and all the games that they played. They had a week off just like we did for September. It's the girls after a game lining up. Here's all the practice plans. So I broke it up to warm up, and the first one was on throwing, water break, base running, defense, hitting. That was all just the first practice, just to give them a taste of what they did. And this one is just on. We focused on hitting for this one because the girls really didn't know how to hit at that point. They just kind of like swung the bat. They didn't know how to do it or like what they did. So we set up stations and put them in groups. That's a little girl hugging me. This was on over base running because the girls, a lot of them ran the opposite way, so they ran on third base instead of third base and they hit the ball, so they didn't really know how to do that. This one was just another breakdown of everything, and to go back over hitting, defense, throwing, water break, everything like that. And then as the season got on, they got more into like knowing what they were doing and like actually focusing on their warm-up, focusing on like teams. So we actually played each other. We had a little scrimmage. Then same thing later in the season, the girls asked to play where we asked the girls where they wanted to play, and they played where they wanted to. But then after they picked, we broke down each one into what they needed to do. And these practices were just the same. Ask the girls where they wanted to play, make sure they split into 2 teams. They had the same 2 teams actually that we had. We let the girls play, but we didn't help them unless like they really needed it, just so we could see what they needed to work on. It's kind of like a little test. And then we told the girls to go to their position that they had picked for this practice to make sure that they knew what they were doing. We watched what they did, and then after, for like a reward, the girls love doing a race. And so it's like you stand at home, and then each girl gets timed, and you run from home to first to second to third back to home, and you get timed on how fast you can do it. And the girls love doing that because they always loved hearing who won and this, because like in their games we never took score, just because when they're that little we don't want them to get upset if they win or lose, because most of the time like it's like always like 20-20 or tied or whatever the case is. So we didn't really take score or anything, but this is what they love most, is running, which is surprising. And then this is a picture of the trophy I got and the Halloween game ball that I got. So yeah, that was pretty much my senior project. It definitely took a lot of time and dedication. I didn't really know how to be a coach, and like Malcolm taught me a lot, but I also like watched videos on YouTube. I made sure like I had my own coaching techniques like from what I've learned, and yeah, so if you guys have any questions.